Hey guys, just thought I'd give you a little tip on patching a tube. This tube is out of Lawnmower. It had it was a tubeless lawnmower tire, and I took I bought an inner tube for it, and the inner tube I had accidentally made a hole in that inner tube, and now I gotta repatch it, gotta patch it. And I had done that once before, and inner tube tires on this small are really hard to get in and out of. But this could apply to a bicycle tube, a bigger car tube. The worst thing is getting it in and out of the tire, but patching the tire is not too bad. But make sure when you do that you don't put anything sharp in there trying to get the tube out, because if you get a screwdriver like that, that will punch a hole in that tire, and that's exactly what happened on this. But anyway, I'll try to get it fixed for you, and I want to show you what I do, because like I say, this could apply to anything. And this is a valve that's got a valve core in it, and you can buy these valve core removers. They're just a little wrench. And well, first off, I want to show you, just for sake of showing you how to find the hole. This could apply to anything, like I say, any kind of tire. First off, you want to put some air in it. So, and I'll put some air in this tube. You may be at a filling station, you may have a little air pump at home, but I have a little compressor over here that's getting out of air. But anyway, you put some air in it, fill it up fairly good. I hear it leaking. All right. So, I hear it. So what I want to do, I've got this little concoction I've made up. Look at there. Found the hole. It's right near where I had another one I had patched. But anyway, you want to mark that hole. In this case, I use something like this and stick in that hole. There you go. In case you can't see it, there's the hole. So now I want to take that core out. Take the core out of it. Need to let all that air out of it. Just like an inflatable toy there. But you can get these little valve core removers anywhere you buy patches. You can get these things. They don't cost very much. So take all that air out. Any kind of tube will work. I've done this on a large tractor tube. Big, huge tube. The main thing is to find all your holes before you put it back in the tire, because it's a lot of work to get that thing in and out of the tire. Then you want to have a nice place to put it. I've done this before. Anyway, you want that thing to be nice and tight. Let's see. If at all possible, get you something and stretch that tube out on something where it'll be real nice and tight, and it won't have wrinkles in it, because you don't want that to happen, because your patch will not hold. I learned this as a child in the garage when I take my bicycle tire to get it fixed. They always put it on a bench, a vise or a workbench, and stretch it out. And then you take something and make sure that it's clean. You want to take something and clean it real well with. I guess the biggest thing is you also clean it, which is not just detergent, but you need to put some sort of cleaner that does not have any oil in it. And I have something over here this will work. It says engine degreaser, but be careful what you put on here. Make sure you wear gloves, make sure you wear your safety gear. So I know for a fact that right there will degrease it. That's what it's called, degreaser. Hold on, guys. Hold on just a second. Oh, okay. So right here is a couple of patch kits I had bought. These are made by Slime, but you can buy these in any hardware store. They're called a patch kit. And they come with little patches in there. They're about $3 or $4. But where you buy these, they should have some of those valve core removers. So these have the little scratcher in there, and they have there's one you get it at the store. That's 50 cents or $1. I don't know. It's not very expensive. And they have, well, this one has another one. They have several of these little patches, and they usually come in different sizes. Depends on the place you got to patch it, what kind of hole you got in there. This is just so happens they have these too, so if you have a large hole. But anyway, you get those out, and we need this little blue thing. You don't want to pull it off until you get it ready to go back on the tire. So you put this on it. Let me see, guys. Okay, just barely get it started there where you can grab it when you need to. And then we want to get something and rough that surface up where we're going to put that tire, the patch. And that roughs it up really good, because those little scores that they have in there, they actually grab the patch when it dries. And all these have a little scratcher on top of them too. All these cans have a scratcher on top. That kind of helps you to scratch it a little better. Make sure that place is scratched up pretty good. You don't want to have any ribs on it or anything like that. One happens to have some ribs. I think I got something I made up the other day. Anyway, let me get back to you. Oh, I got this all scored up and roughed up, and it's ready to go. So now, have yourself a lighter. So guys, you don't want to do this indoors like I am. This needs to be something you move outdoors. The only reason I'm doing it indoors is where I can have the camera and I can show you how to do it. But anyway, this glue, open your glue. Put you a pretty good little amount of glue on it, not just enough to cover it all the area, because you don't want any areas to be dry and don't have glue on them. So apply your patch real good and tight. Then once you have that on there good and tight, then you get you a weight and you put that weight on there. And that applies that pressure, something that's nice and level, flat. You put that weight on there. I'm grabbing some other weight I have here. Just anything will work. And you put this stuff on this patch and let it sit there until it's dry. And I would best if you could wait maybe overnight. I don't know. The longer you wait, the better it is. But you don't want to try to put any air in this tire immediately. But we'll get back with you here when this thing dries, and maybe I'll show you putting it on that inside the rim. But that thing's tough. But a bicycle tire is fairly easy. But you patch them the same way as I patched this, and then you. I would encourage you to put the air in it, and then we'll do that when I get back. We'll put air in it. We'll check it to see if it's got any leaks. All right, guys. I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay guys, here it is about 6 hours later. I took the weight off of it, and now we're going to take this out and try it and see if it leaks. So now we've got to put our valve core in, if I can find it. And there it is, in all my junk. I hope you are having a good day today. I'm having a good day so far. But we're going to try this thing. Screw that valve stem in there nice and tight. And there it is. See the little valve stem in there? That's what it looks like. Turn a little air on. You can air your tire up with anything you want, as long as it pumps. A bicycle pump. I used to have to use a bicycle pump. Okay. So there's what it looks like. And well, it appears to be okay, but I feel air coming from somewhere. See, this is what you do. You just spray it down and see where the bubbles come in at. I hear them. There it is. It didn't make big bubbles, but I saw them. Right there. See those bubbles? See the bubble? Okay guys, I want to show you what it looks like. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put that thing in water and you're supposed to look for bubbles. You see the bubbles? Matter of fact, there's another one there. That's how you check it. Get you a tub. It doesn't all have to fit in the water. You have to turn it and put every part of it under the water. And you can catch it like that. Anyway, guys, that's how you do it. So good luck with that. Then we'll maybe, like I say, this will work with anything you do. So maybe we'll get into something else later on and show you how to do that. This guy, I got it marked for that nail, which may not be a good idea, but if you had a paint stick, you know, you can get those at certain places. Put a ring around that. So I have to put another patch on it. But anyway, the one I put on earlier, it holds. So that's how you check one anyway, and how you patch it. And sometimes you may have more than one hole in it. So that's just a lesson for you guys. Always check it before you put it in. Well, guys, this is the old mower I was telling you about. I was going to fix it up. It's a pretty old mower, and this is the one I had to put the tire on, and trying to get it fixed up for just something I can pull a cart behind and gather up all my debris. I've got a cart, but I didn't have anything to pull it with. And so there's the tire that I put on there. And when I left you guys, it was a little bit late, but I showed you how to check for air leaks and everything. And I think you got the hang of it. The main thing is putting it on the tire there, the rim, and not pinching that tube. That's actually what happened to me on this. But it was an old tire and I had to put a tube in it. So that's how you do it. You do that with anything. One thing I may have forgot to tell you, to air it up to the proper inflation. You don't want to go over it because you bust the whole thing. You don't want to do that. So make sure you know how much air to put in it when you do that. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Our Sweet Home Life. Thanks, guys.